Okay, so next, the Cowboys and the Commanders. The Commanders are done. New ownership coming in. We'll see all that play out in the offseason. Hopefully, they'll get rid of Carson Wentz, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen unless they were trying to tank to get a better draft pick. I don't know. Anyway, the big story is what's happening in the NFC right now. Not only the NFC East, but the entire NFC at the top of the food chain. There is a dogfight for the number one seed that we thought Philadelphia was going to run away with a couple weeks ago, and shit's gotten away from them really quick. Injuries and some things. Trying to look. I know they're trying to look ahead and make sure all their ducks are in a row for the playoffs, but it's put them in a position where they're about ready to lose first place. And do the Commanders come in here as spoilers? Are they capable of being the spoilers here? Are they just going to kind of start checking things out for next season? Are the Cowboys going to come in and just roll all over top of them? What do you think?
I mean, from what we've seen from the Cowboys recently, most specifically Dak Prescott and the turnovers, all the interceptions, there's certainly an avenue for that to happen. Like we've seen Carson Wentz, the Carson Wentz that we watched last year, right? He had 3 interceptions yesterday. He could come out, have 350 yards, 3 touchdowns, and no interceptions and light that defense up out of nowhere. So, they're definitely a wild card, and there's definitely an avenue. But at the end of the day, I just feel like the Cowboys and what they've shown us are just too good for the Commanders at the end of the day. And I could be wrong in that. Like the Commanders, one thing I look at, especially, being a defensive guy, that front four for the Commanders is crazy. And they can get after any quarterback and disrupt any game. And where the Cowboys have been doing really well over this last half of the season is the run game. And right in the middle, like if you're talking about defensive tackles, like the Commanders probably have 2 of the top 5 in the league. So I think I like their ability to be able to stop the run, and that could hinder the Cowboys. With all that said, it comes back to I just think the Cowboys all around are too good for the Commanders.
Okay. I agree with you. I think at this point in the season, there shouldn't be any question about who will win this game. I do understand those are famous last words, and we've seen crazier stuff happen. But at this point, the Cowboys should be able to come in. It's a playoff game, and they should come in like they cannot lose this game. And if they win, they'll go to 13-4. The Eagles are 13-3. The 49ers are 12-4. The Vikings are 12-4. This is literally a 4-way dogfight at the top of the NFC to get this number one seed, and I expect all these teams to fight tooth and nail for it.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Coming into the year, we talked about, all these AFC teams that are going to be powerhouses and the ones that we expected to be are. But the fact that the NFC has 4 teams that could end up with 13 or more wins is kind of bonkers.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy. It's even crazy that the NFC East, all 4 teams were in the playoffs up until 2 weeks ago. That's crazy, especially considered the dog shit dumpster fire the NFC East was last year. Just
for the last decade, that's been one of the worst divisions in football for like a decade.
Right. Yeah, so I'm with you. Cowboys better lock this up. I mean, it's showtime, gentlemen. And if you want to be taken, you and your fan base want to be taken seriously, now's the time to make that happen for sure.
And I would love to know what you think about this game, what you think is going to happen, who you think is going to win. You let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you for the next video.